Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime. That's a sad bell.
What Holy smokes. What the?
So I feel like you're the church bells.
Welcome to the morning show. Actually, we got off on time.
How about that?
And I can't believe we did that.
That's impressive.
Shocked.
Oh, we could do that also. You just got to find it.
We'll play it at the first break. We're going to be taking a break today. We're going to be acting like a radio station today.
Very nice.
Music, because today, what's today? What's the special day today?
I'm just kidding. It's Dawn's birthday.
Dawn's birthday.
Thank you.
Dawn is double nickels today.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
So freaking grown
But
up.
nobody has a birth certificate on you, so we don't know when you were born. You could
I
be
think I'm
20
probably
years old.
older is what I think it
Nah,
is.
you look like you're 20.
I think I'm probably older. I cannot even believe it.
So we have a few surprises for you today. And you're going to be launching this thing. We have a whole setup.
What's behind me?
I don't know. It looks like the painting is crooked.
It could be because I think the table moved. I don't know, but I love the sunflowers. I love the sunflowers. They are so beautiful. So thank you, everyone, for that. And for all the birthday wishes and the phone calls that I've gotten already today. And I think people gave up on posting on Facebook. Now they're all just sending me private messages.
Facebook is
I can't find anything on Facebook, actually.
It's very difficult to manipulate. There is a meeting that they asked me to join on the 3rd or something. But there is pages, there is business pages, and then there's your profile.
There are 33 messages on your timeline. I can't find my timeline.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying to establish your profile as the head beacon of all your stuff. So when you're sharing pages, they will allow you to do 14 uncontested shares. After that, you got to come back a minute later, and you have to share all the rest of your pages individually.
Really? That's very complicated to me.
I just explained it.
I don't understand. Well, happy Thursday to you. I can't believe how fast time goes. What a week. What a day we had yesterday. Oh, my gosh. If you don't see messages and you don't have hope and faith, you have to rewatch our show from yesterday. We had 190 years of wisdom. I was thinking about this last night.
190 years.
You know, it just goes to show you we should really treat our elders with respect and listen to what they have to say because they've done it, they've been there, they know more because they've experienced it before.
And I got to tell you, the gentleman that was with us, the 96-year-old Holocaust survivor, he got emotional. I watched the tape last night, and he got emotional about, how people ignore the signs. And he says it's very dangerous. And what really touched me was that part he said about the bones. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. I didn't even know that. I didn't know about that insane time. But anyway, we're not going to be talking about that. It was nice to have him. And then after him, we had the 92-year-old.
94. Miss Senior Florida.
94?
94.
She looks like she's 50.
She walks in all of her grace, and she stands. She's a teeny tiny little thing, right? Stands there in all of her grace and glory, and even the stories about her husband, where they traveled, what his job was. You think about what it was like in the 60s to be doing what she did. Unbelievable.
Now, were you shocked at what she revealed about her life yesterday?
Yes and no.
Tell me the no.
In this day and age, if a husband or a wife leaves,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking
About herself, the suicide stuff.
You
I
know,
was shocked.
I see that more and more people on social media, and I was shocked. But when you realize some people are hurting so badly, you never know. That's what they say about mental health and I don't even want to call it mental illness, mental health awareness. You never know. Her husband left her in Puerto Rico in 1962, I think she said, with 4 children, and left.
Yep. It wasn't a pretty time in her life. And I was thoroughly shocked. Not so much about being in anguish, because that happens to everybody. I was really, really shocked about she said it on the air. I don't know if I would be able to do that.
It's interesting. Michelle Landers, our numerologist, she posted that about herself last night.
You kidding me?
I'm telling you, people, they're either stepping into their power and they're feeling authentic and saying, my message can share and heal other people, or they're just realizing it's time. And the more and more people I see post this, the more I realize there are people suffering that you have no idea. It's not just people that you see on the street that you think are homeless and are destitute, those that are suffering from terminal diseases. People like you and me, everyday people that get to their breaking point of saying, I can't do this anymore.
Well,
And
you
they
know,
do.
it's funny because he brought religion into it. She brought religions, very religious people. They thank God. And on his side of the story, he questioned why God would let things like this happen, like what's happening today. And it was a reminder that it isn't God that does what man does to itself, it's what man does. You know, it's really funny because I should stop saying it's really funny. What I mean is really ironic. It was pointed out to me that I say it's really funny. I shouldn't say that. It's ironic that in bad situations, we still have choice. We can not make it bad, we can make it good. But we choose evil over good. Why is it that instead of blaming God and saying, God, why would you let this happen? We don't say, man, why, given the choice of not letting it happen, you choose to let it happen?
It goes back to Jordana's word of last week, accountability.
But I don't understand.
But here's the harder thing. People look to blame. So
Yes.
you blame, we go back to World War II because that is documented in history.
Right?
You blame Hitler, you blame the people, right?
Right.
It wasn't stopped as soon as it should have been stopped.
Right?
Now here we sit going through the same situation again of man doing this to mankind, not God's will. I mean, there's so many things people could say, oh, but then, then there was Noah's Ark and God brought the flood to stop what was going on and to save those that could be saved. I mean, you can go every which way with this thing. But then you look at the Bible and say, why would Abraham sacrifice Jacob? Until God said no. So these are all the things that you can quote biblically or you can not quote biblically, but what people do to people and the anguish. But yesterday's show was a show of hope and faith, not about one religion, because here we have a very pious Jewish man who grew up very Orthodox in Poland.
Mm-hmm.
As a Jewish man. And then you have Miss Senior Florida, whose parents were German and came to the U.S. And she had to deal with the persecution and what it was like being German growing up in the United States, while he was over in Poland dealing with a Holocaust. You talk about two stories, but within the same story on separate entities, but yet it all comes back to faith. And then the topper was... we had Rose. And Rose is the first African-American woman who sat on the city clerk in Opelika in the 70s. I mean, so you had hate every which way. Doesn't matter what color, what religion, what state, what country they lived in. This is universal hate that they all experience.
That's right. And they cloak it under they're doing society a favor. Who asked them to? They're not even doing that. They're doing the complete opposite. You bring up a good point. What happened yesterday on Capitol Hill with the Supreme Court Justice, what's her name, Jackson? Appalling. I mean, simply appalling. And I'm not a leftist. I'm not a Democrat. I am appalled.
What they do.
They murdered her on the stand.
But they do that
crucified
with everybody.
Yeah, but come on now. They didn't ask her about law. They asked her about her belief because apparently when she was a judge, she believes that people can be changed. They use the example that they're harping on is that she did not crucify or execute pornography or baby people, people that do that kind of
Pedophiles, yeah.
back stuff, pedophiles. And she explained that the law is written in a certain way with her interpretation, and she took it to the max of the law. She can't say, okay, because I don't like you, you're serving life or death or whatever. You can't do that because she's an educated woman. But they didn't talk about that. I mean, they started with that, but they're attacking her from left and right. So the senator from New Jersey, and I don't like him either, but he stood up and says, you don't have to, because she's crying.
Wow.
How do you make a justice cry on the stand she can't tell you, once you go blow a horn or something, like Cruz, I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, I would have said, who the hell do you think you're talking to? You can't. So she starts to cry. How are you going to do something like that?
Come on in.
You can take that back.
Take that back.
How are you going to do something like that? She's going for Supreme
why?
Court justice
Why?
because she's a black woman. Now, they said to me that they did this to some of the men, too. I don't remember no man crying.
See, they did it.
No,
they did it to Coney
they-
Barrett, did they?
They didn't do it like that to men.
This
Or
is
they didn't do it like that to
ridiculous.
any justice. But I'm glad
Look at
you.
her face.
I'm glad you saw that. Like
What are we talking about?
I was being
Supreme
updated.
Court Justice.
Yeah.
Last
Hearing
night,
last night.
yesterday, they made her cry. They just went to
Like they were
went to the
drilling.
racks on her. Come on now.
Slick, is her mic on?
Yeah. A1.
They
You
went
can go
to-
sit next to Slick. The camera's on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what is that? Where the hell does that come from?
I don't understand. I'm so at a loss for words. That the older I get, the more I don't understand why people hurt others. When I was growing up, I think I just would take in hurt and pain because that is just how people are. Now I look at it and I don't understand why they are that way. Why continue to berate people? Why continue to bring pain and suffering to people for no reason? Because you can? Because you're jealous? Because
Well, one of
you've
the
got
senators
hate?
said it's because they're acting like jackasses because they like the cameras. And Ted Cruz is going to be all over the place because he did that soundbite.
Then maybe there should be no cameras on these
Well,
situations.
maybe they shouldn't. The funny thing here is that I love it when people get together and then they're trying to showboat to show that they're more intelligent than you. And I laugh. I simply laugh in their face. I say, that's the best you got? Because, you're not going to make me feel inferior to your intelligence. If anything, I feel supreme to your lack of intelligence. Because if you have to put mayonnaise on a piece of bread to eat it, then don't eat it.
Why make somebody cry? Like, for what reason?
And they made her cry. That really broke my heart. So I was watching when Linda says, well, if she didn't do what she was supposed to do, but that's not, how do you know she didn't do what she was supposed to do? They are persecuting her on
Yeah.
something else, not the law. The law stipulates this, she did this, her interpretation is that. And that's that. And if you think you could do a better job, Ted Cruz, then why don't you do it? You can't even be a good senator.
Well, how about what happened here in Florida? They overruled the swimming.
The Leah Thomas. You heard about Leah
Who
Thomas,
gives him
right?
that right to overrule if the swimming
It wasn't
initiative
fair. It wasn't
say it's
fair.
okay
No,
for her
no.
to swim?
But
What gives our governor the right to say she didn't
'Cause
win?
he's the governor. He's the emperor.
The NCAA approved of Leah Thomas to be a part of that race, so like you really can't say nothing about it.
Yeah, what
You
gives
can,
him the
but,
right to say, and he can say something if he chooses as his opinion,
Correct.
but you don't take the win away.
He took it away.
You can't take the win away. She won.
It's in the books
He took it
already.
away.
It's in the books.
Why do they allow that? It is so wrong on so many levels.
Because you know something, when you create a law and it don't work, instead of saying I messed up, it don't work, you say, don't worry about it. So now transgender men are swimming against women, and
Yeah.
they're faster, bigger, stronger. Hello.
But if the people of that swimming team, of NCAA, as Slick says, say it's okay,
Or like
then
the
it's
vision.
okay.
They're saying it's okay because everybody's saying if you don't say it's okay, then you are being
Discriminated.
Yes, they're afraid of the money they're going to lose from those that give to these universities.
Yeah, that they don't give back to the
Of
student
course,
athletes.
this is all about money.
But,
But if
Oh,
she wins, she wins. You can't take that away. I mean, unless you're going to find charges of doping and things like they do in the Olympics, and they take that
The
away.
governor thinks this is why I'm going to tell you, and every Republican on the planet is going to argue with me. You better be careful voting DeSantis in as president, because he thinks he's the emperor.
We've already had an emperor.
He already does.
He thinks he's the emperor.
Yes.
Now the
Good guy.
deal. Did you hear that he backed down from Trump? Because Trump says if he challenges me, I'll clean the floor with him. Right to his face, he said that. Right. So now they're going to put Trump and DeSantis on the same ticket.
You got Madman 1 and Madman 2.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If you do that, and when the emperor walks on you, I don't want to hear word one.
It's truly amazing what's going on in
And
our
you know
own
how
country.
they get over this? Bigotry. They take this color of their skin and they're gonna go to that color, and they're gonna say it's us against the world.
Well, look what's
just
happening.
like Hitler did.
Look what's happening now in the Caribbean. You see that? The islands are saying they want no part of England anymore to rule them.
But that was been around forever. I'm
That's what
still
Slick and I were
surprised.
talking about this.
Why is that
No,
still
like
in effect?
I feel like Jamaica still not I feel like, but I know Jamaica still has a partnership with the UK. There's still islands in the Caribbean that still has partnerships with the UK.
I know, but they're still independent countries.
No, they can say they're independent, but they're still being funneled.
Well, the
There's-
United
From
States
cars,
makes Puerto Rico
currency.
use that banners to bring stuff in. Let's say that you're from Jamaica.
Correct.
You got to fly the U.S. banner to bring your product into Puerto Rico. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You can call me and tell me. That means you got to pay a tariff to fly that banner. This is all about money, man. All about the freaking money.
But the interesting thing to me is they've been part of, the islands have been part of England and under the monarchy
200
ruling.
years.
Right? So now that Prince William and Kate are there traveling, now they're protesting. Why have they not protested, or have they, and it just went on deaf ears
That fears.
until now
You go
the
live
new
in Puerto Rico
generation
for 4
comes.
years, you hear all about it.
Until the new generation comes in. So here you have with the new reigning generation, because Prince Charles will be the next king, and then Prince William will step up. But as a new generation, they're coming in and they're saying this is absolutely unfair because of slavery.
That's right. That changed the whole equation to the game.
But look at us in slavery. Look where it came from. I mean, it was wrong every which way, but it was wrong then. Have we not made reparations between, this is what they want. They want reparations made from slavery then until where they sit now. So I guess they're looking for, as you say, money.
Money. Well, the problem is that these islands, to sustain, I remember when Puerto Rico told the United States, take your monies and go. So the U.S. funds.
You guys can talk. So can put your camera on. Bree's waiting to say something.
Yeah.
Tell me.
No, I'm not going to say anything. It's just that, look at Haiti, how people say, it's such a,
Correct.
not
and-
a disgusting a country,
Is
but
her
like,
mic
it's like
on?
a bad
Yeah.
country, and it's like people are poor there because no one wants.
Say hi to
Can't
Bree,
see you in the
guys.
camera.
Yeah.
So Haiti's a poor country because
No one wants to help Haiti.
Correct. Like
no one wants the first African,
independent
yeah.
African, like once they earned their independence from like everybody, because
No
they were
one
under
wants to
French
help.
rule. No one wants to help. We had to give back money to France because of what we did to, I'll say, the men there. So like Haiti kind of got the short end of the stick, being that they revolted against their oppressors at the time.
But do you know Haiti doesn't get credit because Haitian men and women are the hardest working people
I'm trying to tell you.
I have
Thank you.
ever
I'm trying
met.
to tell you.
it's true.
That I have ever
Wow.
met. When
Yeah.
I did what's his face? The radio guy.
Leslie?
Leslie Jock for 5 years. I went to see Obama and get inaugurated and all that in North Carolina, and Leslie and his people were there. I have never seen such hard working people. They don't have 1, 2, 3 jobs. They have jobs until the
Multiple.
day is done.
Yeah, we have multiple jobs, careers. We know
Yeah.
how to do everything.
So what has
Business,
happened is that the
business.
Haitian man and woman has become educated.
Business.
Educated. So now they speak proper English. You see, Leslie speaks English, speaks it well. CBS calls Leslie when they want to voice an opinion in Florida. They don't go to nobody else. So there comes the threat. Number 1, their skin color. Number 2, their intelligence. And number 3, they work. And that threatens people in this country, people in Europe. And I'm going to talk to you about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico don't work like them. And I am Puerto Rican, and we don't work like that. I'm an exception to the rule. But we don't work like that because my father used to work in the cane fields. And he used to tell me, if you can do this, you're a man. That's the way he was raised. You know, now there's this.
But let me ask you, so Haiti separated from French rule and French leadership. Now there's no money in Haiti. Haiti is considered a poor country.
Correct.
Do you think if Jamaica separates itself from British leadership and the Bahamas separate themselves, they will be under the same situation because they will not have the money that
Sustain
they
themselves.
had it?
Jamaica has the tourism.
Yeah. Already.
No one wants to go to Haiti.
Correct.
But you know-
I would say they wouldn't suffer the same thing because like everybody knows about Jamaica,
Yeah.
and same thing with the Bahamas. Also, with Haiti, like everybody will always go to just like as you said, there's no attraction. They go to the Dominican Republic.
How many
Yeah.
stories in
Same
Haiti
island.
do you know of people? I'm gonna be frank. The Clintons. How many people you know went to Haiti and robbed them blind? And I'm gonna call it what it is because that's what happened.
You're right about that.
But nobody wants to talk about
no,
that.
People do because I let I'll say my family know, like the Clintons did do that.
Read the book. It's all there, and he's never denied it or confirmed it. Millions.
I just know we always got the short end of the stick. As
You know why? You can't get an honest leader in Haiti either. That's the other
I
problem.
mean, I think the one that they killed was.
Yeah, was the honest leader. Yeah.
And what happens to the guy who was the best leader they had? They killed him.
They
assassinated him.
they
And they
assassinated.
tried to
Yeah.
assassinate his
You
wife.
know,
and his wife
Haiti,
came here.
and it hurts my heart to say this, but Haiti is the capital list of corruption. They just do the wrong thing among their people and everything else. There's a couple of people going to get juiced. That ain't right. That's worse than the mob. Sorry to tell you. At least the mob, they give you a chance. In Haiti, they kill you on the spot. And then they kill his wife also, or she got out?
No, she got out.
she's
That's
up-
good.
like, she's-
She got out. They didn't kill her. That's
But they went after her.
States. They tried to.
Because she knows where the bodies are laid. She knows
But can
the
you
truth.
believe this is what's making headlines? Is all this war and hate and destruction. See,
Correct.
That's what we
I know
choose.
that is what is amazing to me. Is this is what man is doing to man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they're gonna say, God, how
For
could
what?
God
For
let
money?
have this? Of
For
course, it's
one
for
money.
person
money.
for money.
It's probably money or power.
Yeah,
Because
that's
like
true.
all the wars, men created all the wars. I'm
Correct.
just saying.
Yeah.
Woman president wouldn't be bad.
Women will create wars
to be
too.
honest,
I mean, not as.
Didn't Israel have a woman?
I would
leader?
say I would
Golda
say
Meir, yes.
Golda Meir was there, and she went to war.
no true, but I
She-
feel like
It was
Was there war? Good, bad, or indifferent?
yes,
Yes.
but she had to.
She had to. We always have to.
You
she went
have
war.
to.
Women will go to war. I'm gonna tell you something about a woman.
I think women will go to war, but they will analyze all of the angles
No,
first.
I think a woman goes to war and there ain't gonna be analyzing nothing. A woman's gonna say, "You slap me, I'm gonna slap you right back." You think that if we had a woman president right now, that she wouldn't be in Putin's grill? Look what's happening now. 33 countries are now sending their armies, and they're gonna
I'm
not.
surprised Biden's actually over there having these talks. I'm
Why?
surprised.
I'm not surprised.
The U.S. allowed him to travel overseas.
He has
do
to.
that. That's the other.
He
thing.
has to show that we are one. You see North Korea, what they did yesterday?
not at all.
This knucklehead? I don't understand why we just don't get rid of that country. They shot. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know. Let's just
I'm
remove
gonna
it
tell
off
you-
the map.
I'm gonna tell you the threat. They shot a ballistic
I'll
missile.
give you an eraser.
They shot a ballistic
I'm
missile.
sorry, there's no
that is,
censorship.
that is capable of hitting the U.S., Hawaii, and everything else.
Yeah.
They did it yesterday. It's the
Oh
biggest
my God.
missile ever launched. So what did South Korea do? They launched all these little missiles just to tell them tit for tat. So here we go. Here we go. Another world war is on the horizon. Japan's a little teed off. China, the sleeping giant, they don't know what to do. They look to the left, they're nice. They look to the right, they're
Can you
not
imagine
nice.
Freddie being a history teacher? You know, this
Hell.
country's just teed off. We got to get them off the map. This country, I don't. The kids would learn though.
Most definitely.
You know, the problem is, what I don't like about detente, you know what detente is, right? And bureaucracies and negotiating peace and all that, is that these guys are so full of themselves. Give me a break. What we need is a brother in the White House that can talk the language.
Brother.
brother.
Said a
I
brother.
like it.
Obama
I
was
like
just
it. I
there.
like
It
it.
could be.
Like
I
the
can have a,
Obama-
I can have a
Obama can
black
only do
brother, or
eight.
I can have a Rican brother. I can have somebody, but I'm talking about somebody's gonna say, "Yo, homie, let me tell you something. You
tell
want
you
you
something.
want to go to war? Let's go to the hood. Let me see you survive in there. You all that. You ain't all that.
Well, like the stories we heard yesterday. Same outfit for 3 years. This man never changed his
Yeah.
underwear or his clothes for 3
That's nice.
I would like to date
What?
people who do not
Yeah, the
believe that
Holocaust.
happened. I like to put them in that building. Linda went to Auschwitz. She went there.
Did she?
She threw up. They had to take her out. She was beside herself of the smell. It was raining. She remembered it was raining. Of the smell that still lingers. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you, if you don't believe it happened, I'm gonna fly you over. I'm gonna give you a cot. I'm gonna lock you in there for 3 days.
See, here's the thing, Freddie. We have not learned. People have not learned
Correct.
from history, and they continue to repeat itself. Look at the plague we just got. You want to go back biblical? The plagues, Passover, what it represented when we were all under one religion and one people. Then everything got crazy and haywire. So God sends plagues again. Here we go, COVID. Not once, twice, 3 times, 4 variants. We're up to Z. And
And
here
they're
we go
gonna go into a
again.
different
That's
alphabet.
nuts.
Don't hurt
And we're on another alphabet.
I
I mean,
saw
and
that,
here we
right?
go again because we did not learn from the plagues then. And
I
here
have
we go again.
I have changed my perspective.
And what, mankind?
I don't care about people no more.
Really?
I'm going people. I'm going. You know
Wow.
how you can go paperless?
Self love.
You're going
I'm going
people.
paperless. What I want to drive home, the people that I want to get this message is them.
Are you?
I want the 30 and under,
Yeah.
all the way to 5. That's what I want. Slick, you're on the.
He's still under 30.
He's on the 30.
He's like,
He's on the border.
He's on the-
But
the
these
bubble.
are the
I'm on the
people that I
bubble.
want to reach. I want them to learn
Yeah?
about history. I want them to understand where they fall. Listen, my family was in the slave trade, the Santoris, with an I, from Italy. And the 2 brothers decided to part ways because the one with the Y's decided, no more. This is not right. And the other one continued. And that's why I got family in Texas, all over the South. I didn't know this until 2 years ago.
I would definitely think you're Southern if I met you somewhere.
I'm a Southern Puerto Rican from the South
Where
Bronx.
did you definitely think of him as a
South-
Southern?
What do you think the South Bronx is?
South Bronx.
South Bronx. Southern, baby. South
I
Bronx.
don't think you want to go to the south.
I am in the South.
Oh,
I've
you-
been
you
in
were-
the deep south.
Yeah.
And I don't even
Are you
like
sure
this.
about
I
that?
knew a girl who lived next to that wizard guy, that other nut, the KKK wizard.
Whoa.
That was his-
See,
Oh,
I don't even
that
have
was-
a disclaimer.
That was her neighbor.
Who?
Darn.
You
She
went out
lived.
with her?
She
Are you
lived.
crazy?
She lived next door to him.
A wizard guy.
The wizard, the king wizard.
Like he said, the wizard guy.
And I said to King Wizard, I said to her, really? What kind of person was she? She says, well, I'm white, so I didn't have a problem. I said, really?
Of course he did.
I said, well, now we have a problem. Because I ain't white. She says, you're Santori. I says, I ain't white. And I gave her the mumbo jumbo in Spanish. I said, you still want to be one? She says, yeah, what does that have to do with anything? Now think about this. She lived next to him for 12 years. Next door neighbor. Would you stay friends?
Oh,
Next to a wizard?
I can't.
Next door neighbor to the wizard. She said she had nothing to do with him.
If you're blonde hair, blue eyed, it's different.
But
than
she
if
knew.
You're
Yeah,
Haitian.
correct. Because
See, that's
trust me,
what's
I
so
get the
wrong
look.
with
I get
people.
the look, trust me.
I get to look
When
too.
I had hair, I had blonde hair. True that.
Sorry.
What
You
you
did?
laughing
Hold on,
at?
you had blonde
When
hair?
I had hair, I
You
had
had some nice
I'm
locks.
gonna bring you pictures.
You
of
got
me.
to.
Wait,
You're not gonna believe it. I
You had
locks,
blonde
yes.
hair?
Yes, I did. I
You
was
did?
blonde
I
hair
had
and blue
blonde
eye.
hair, too.
My father used to tell my mother, "Okay, where this kid come from?"
Do you know what's funny? Because people know you're Hispanic. When you tell them you're half Italian, they go, "Oh no, what?" And then they get scared. He's half Puerto Rican, half Italian. Oh yes.
and I got all
And
of
what's
the
he
Anglo
like to
one.
work like with? That's it.
You know, but I gotta tell you, when I was in New York, it was a real big problem. I went to NYU based on being Latino. I spelled it with a Y. I made it to Drake University Law School with an I because they wanted an Italian. I'm just telling you the truth. It's the way the game was played, and I never paid.
Like people are still playing the game.
Seriously.
But I don't have a racist bone in my body. I have anger issues towards certain people,
Correct.
but it has nothing to do with the color of
I
their
was gonna
skin.
say it's because people are stupid. Sometimes.
It's just the way they act.
People are just act crazy.
You know, I am a registered Republican. I'll admit to that. But what my Republican Party did yesterday was unmerciful.
So I'm a registered Republican also. So apparently my doorbell goes off yesterday. I don't think twice. Amazon, whatever. So Chuck says to me, a woman rang the doorbell yesterday because we checked the camera. He says, do you have any idea who it is? So I look at the camera. Don't know who she is, but she's got a big red badge on. So I take a picture. I blow it up. RPOF. I'm like, oh, Republican Party of Florida is going door to door. So I look it up. Sure enough, she was identified herself, and she had a big badge on. So she was going door to door in the communities. I don't know. She didn't leave anything, but I'm like, this
Why
is
didn't
what
you open the door?
I was here.
Oh.
But
I gotta tell you.
really interesting.
You ever get a Jehovah Witness come to your door?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
One time, this is a funny story. So I was in
Oh my bad.
what was it? Not Boca. I was at my brother's house, and I had my niece on my hip, like carrying her like she's my child or whatever. And I opened the door. He was like, "Oh, is this your child?" And I was like, "Anyways, how can I help you?" And she's like, "Oh, have you heard the good word?" And I was like, "No, not today." Watch this
I
child.
feel like Book of Mormon. Ever see the play?
No.
I
You
saw
gotta
it.
see the play Book of Mormon.
But she was like, "Oh, if you need any help, any Planned Parenthood or anything." I was like,
Planned Parenthood.
yeah, I was like, this is not my child. I was like, oh, okay, cause my niece, she's like, lighter in complexion, but she's mixed as well. So I was like, yeah, cause she doesn't really look like you. I was like, goodbye.
So she saw a black woman holding a child. She figured you had accidental
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, they said,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I remember.
I mean, it's possible because I'm mixed as well, so I can have.
Yeah, but she can't make an
I don't know.
accusation of. I would
I
say
don't
I'm
know
very
these
happy.
people.
Maybe you need Planned Parenthood.
Do you think marrying, having children within different cultures and religions waters down your original nationality? Or do you think it brings more cohesiveness?
It brings more.
That
'cause
diversity
my
is
whole
okay.
family's mixed. I'm Haitian. I have Hispanic. My brother, he married a Puerto Rican, and my sister married Jamaican. So we're all mixed.
I got uncles that look like him. I got aunts that look like you in my mother's side of the family. My father used to say, "That's yours and that's yours," but he was fooling
And you
around.
got blonde hair and blue eyes?
And I got blonde hair, blue
Where
eyes.
did
I'm
you
like,
come from?
Yeah.
Italy. I don't know, the South Bronx. I keep telling you.
There's a milkman in the South Bronx that looks like Freddie.
Contact me. So Jehovah Witness comes to my door, and the Jehovah Witnesses. So Michelle says, "Okay, don't open the door." So I open the door. I said, "How can I help you?" And he says, they have the book and all that. You got to give $1 or a donation, they call it, whatever. I said, "Come on inside." She says, "Come on inside." And I go, "Yeah, I want you to come in." I says, "I don't want you in the neighborhood because they're going to scream at you." I said, "Come on inside." It was hot. It was in the summer. Comes in, she sits down. I gave him lemonade. I said, "Do you want something? I'll make you something to eat." I say, "Here's the money for the magazine. Let's get all the business out the way because I know you're hustling out there and I know why." Then I said to him, "But I want to ask you one serious question. Why do you believe in God that makes me want to believe that?" And she sat there for 15 minutes. I says, "And you take your time when you're ready to tell me the truth." And I went, I made him the sandwiches, I came back, I said, "Okay, what we come up with?" So they started to give me this, they started giving me this taught verbatim BS that the church does.
Yes.
So I said to him, "Are you here because they pay you?" No, this is volunteer. Do they feed you? Yes, well, then they're paying you. Do they clothe you? Yes, well, they're paying you. Is that the reason you do this? Or the real reason is you believe in God? Do you know they became friends of mine? They left that door-to-door thing, but they still stayed as, Pentecostal, whatever they are, Jehovah's.
Interesting.
My mother became a Jehovah's
Did she?
because they came to the door one day and she let them in.
8 in the morning, 7 in the
Oh my
morning,
God.
8 in the morning.
Like I got had these 2 Jehovah Witnesses one time, like met me at the house right now that I'm staying in, and then I went to my aunt's house. It was the same 2 Jehovah Witnesses, and they're like, honestly, the house that I'm talking about is in Lighthouse Point. The other one's in Royal Palm, Coral Springs, and it was the exact same. So I had to make it seem like he was just meeting me for the first time.
Is he a friend of yours?
Not at all. I don't even know him. I just
You
know
should
I met
become
him.
with
He's
the way
like,
you are.
"Did I see you before?" And I'm like, no, not at all.
Why?
Because I was just leaving my aunt's house. I'm like, yeah, no, not at all. You haven't seen me. He's like,
How close do they live together?
what is it? Different cities. She's in Coral Springs. I don't even know how big is his radius.
They got
We're in
totally-
different
they got
cities
territory.
right
What's
now.
his territory? Right?
So,
Like,
so let
that's-
me ask you the
And
question.
he had a partner with him, the same partner.
Same guy, same shoes. Let me ask you a question
Yeah.
of the day.
What?
You have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Two people gonna knock on your door. Would you rather have the Jehovah Witness knock on your door or Putin?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a tough
That's
choice.
a good question. I
hope
like
you have a good answer.
I would say Putin because I will negotiate with him on like there's no need to act this way.
You're
Like
gonna negotiate.
yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him, see like
He's negotiating.
God gives
you
you
know.
choice.
I'm not gonna fight him.
He chooses to talk to evil.
I will talk
You
to
would
Putin.
too.
Me? Absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, I
You're the one
wouldn't
that runs
either.
into the fire.
Got to.
I will not talk to that man. Because there's nothing I can say that's gonna change
No,
his mind.
you think there's
And all
nothing you
he's
can
gonna
say.
do is scream and spit at me.
No,
Let me ask you guys about that. If you know you cannot change somebody's mind and their opinion is hurtful, harmful, do you try during a situation or do you walk away?
I walk away. My energy is more important to me to protect than trying to convince somebody to change.
Convince is the word. Because, when you get married, something happens.
Yeah, if your spouse is absolutely
Wow.
no, I'm kidding.
Oh my.
we apologize for whoever he's.
Come
we
on, you know
apologize.
it's true.
Battery's
We
out.
apologize.
You know it's true. Let's go to commercial break so I can change that.
All right,
battery.
cool.
All right, let's take a quick
All
commercial
right.
break.
Nice song.
Thank you,
Can
new
you
mom.
hear the,
New mom says happy birthday. Maybe we'll see you soon.
New mom, come see me. I got something for you.
888-994-4995. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Lots of questions.
Maybe somebody will wear the hat.
I'll be right back.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M. Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donut. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location to buy or enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Thursday already. You know what that means?
Today's your birthday.
No, it means we got Angel Show tonight.
Oh yes.
How come we can't celebrate the birthday?
We can celebrate my birthday. It's just weird that here we are again. Freddie, I remember sitting here with you when COVID started. And it was you, me, and Teddy. And you went and you got me a cake for 3 people at Publix. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
So I am more than happy to celebrate my birthday because that means we're able to open it up and have people back in here. That year during COVID, it was you, me, and Teddy, and Slick. They would alternate days coming into the studio. It's just
Oh, by the
crazy.
way, President Biden and Vice President Harris sends their apologies. They could not attend today because they had some other business to take care of, but they
They're
said
in
happy
Europe.
birthday. Happy birthday. I may even have something for him to play for you.
How old are you now?
55.
Wow. Ooh.
Thank you.
My
She
mom's
doesn't-
actually 50. She doesn't look it either.
No, she does
Your
not.
mom is 50?
Yeah.
She looks like she's 20.
Yeah, your mom looks
I'm
very
20.
young.
You and your mother look like sisters. You ever seen Dawn's daughter?
No.
They're sisters.
Really?
55.
Oh God,
I know. I
her
like
30-year-old,
it's the craziest
28-year-old?
thing. When I hit 50, I'm like, oh my gosh, 50. Here we
Tell
are.
them about
55.
the lack of birth certificate.
I do not have one. I mean, I do. I just don't know where it is.
My mom has 2.
See?
I have 4.
Because when she came,
and one I look like you.
when she came here from Haiti, they gave her 2 different ones with 2 different birthdays. So one says the 15th of October, and the other one says something October. October something else.
When is her birthday?
October 15th,
Oh, okay.
1971.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe that I know people born in the 70s, 90s. It's like craziness.
Yeah.
Because you feel like it wasn't that long ago, right?
No, I'm officially old.
You are? No.
A lady, Mrs.
Same.
Senior Miss America,
Miss Senior
See?
Florida?
said when you hit 60, you're officially old. I said, really?
So if anyone wants to be part of Miss Senior Florida, all you have to do is be 60 and have somewhat of a talent or a monologue or something. You really just have to be 60 and live in Florida for 3 months.
Really?
Yep.
That's what they said.
Wow.
Pretty amazing, right?
Something to look forward to.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're going to go for Miss Senior when you're 60.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna look 60.
Long way to go. So I
She's
don't know
not
what
gonna
we
go
got
to
planned
60.
today, but
I
I
don't
guess we're
know
going to
either.
see later.
I want to apologize
Already?
for things that are going to happen to you today.
Oh my God.
Even Bree feels bad for me.
I mean, they talked about what happened last a couple years ago, so I was like, oh, well, I wonder what they have in plan
With
for
the
this.
little midget.
Ooh.
The birthday.
No,
Cupid?
but I can't go down that road this year because this year this is a milestone, so we have to be in line with
Really?
stuff. No,
I'm going to say, when are you ever in line with anything?
I just thought it sounded good.
Slick, you got a show tonight?
Yes, we do.
You going to interview Margot?
Margot is not coming in today.
Oh, what happened?
Something came up from like
yesterday?
she thought it was Tuesday, not Wednesday.
Okay.
But she had something on Thursday.
That's the music that we played was Taco Taco, which is Margot, right?
correct.
And I am happy to announce that we are going to plug Margot in and promote that song. Is that the
Yes,
one we're using?
Taco
She has another
Taco.
one.
She has another one too that she wants to bring up, but like yeah.
I thought she was coming to record today.
I
No.
thought she was too. Yeah, she
and I
basically
told
thought it
you.
was Tuesday, and she.
I tell
she
you,
missed
don't
it.
worry about that.
Mhm.
He's like, oh, we got to do that. And you got to do nothing. When she shows up, I make a move.
Tell me what
But
you
she
got on
didn't
Slick
show
Speaks tonight.
I say Slick Speaks will be a very personal, because all of my guests, fell through. So it'll be
I'll
very
get you a
personal
guest.
tonight.
You want to guess? I'll get you.
Bree's
No,
going
it's
to be
okay.
here.
I mean, Bree can
Why
be
don't
here.
we do?
Whoa, what kind of show is
Let's
this?
do the wedding.
What do I
the
need?
mock- Can we do the mock wedding show?
Oh yeah, I just got. A matter of fact, I'll let people know that I am getting married again.
Let's do the mock wedding show.
Yeah,
What it's
Getting
like.
married again. Did you hear the again?
I'm getting married
Yeah, he
again.
didn't get that ring back either. So if you're watching,
You set
come
that
and
up.
get
If
you.
you're watching, you already
If
know.
you-
But
if
like,
you're watching,
yeah,
I
I'm
probably- she probably got a pretty
engaged
penny for
twice.
it.
I don't think I would give the ring back.
Me neither. I pawn it.
That's bad.
Wow, why? It ain't yours.
So?
But it is.
I mean, you gave
It's
it to
not
me,
yours,
so
though.
it's
Is
mine.
Yeah.
there like a
Hold it,
time frame
hold
of
it.
when
No,
you should give
hold
it
it.
back or not?
We gave
No,
it.
I got it. We
Hold.
gave it because of a promise that we were trying to
Unify.
And then whoever
Yes.
broke the promise, I don't know which one. I'm not blaming no
But
one.
it doesn't matter. The ring is not responsible.
The union
Well,
is
I know,
not there.
but
The
circle
ring
of
should
trust
be.
is broken.
Yes.
Okay, so the circle of trust is mine now.
So the guy
Fine.
should
She
get it
pawned
back.
it. She take the money.
I will. I will.
That's what she said.
will.
I never got the rings back either. And I said,
said
to Michelle,
rings.
let's sell them and
Rings.
give the monies to the 2 kids. That way neither one of us gets it. And I gotta
Correct.
go.
Correct.
How about your first wife?
No, she kept that and she didn't even, there was no talking to her.
she kept the ring
It's
too.
okay. It's okay.
Poor Freddie.
We just have to take the check and then sign it and
so
be
by
like,
the third, there is no ring.
No, if you want to marry me, I get the ring.
Do
So
you
I can
still
tell
believe
you.
in love?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Just not for me. I believe in love over there and over here and over there. Lots of love everywhere. Love, love, love.
I know it is
Fred-
a business decision.
Just
Spread
away
the
from me.
love.
I believe in business.
I
You
do
want to
think-
love me? This
I
is what
think
it's
at
going
a
to
certain
cost.
point in life,
I mean,
marriage becomes
it's
a
a-
business decision.
Yeah, it's a contract. That
No,
you're
it's
signing.
money.
She
It's
says
business.
yes. She
I
agrees with
want to
you.
know.
Yeah.
You want a prenup.
I know. I don't know why
I mean,
you want
I'm not
prenup
getting
for.
married.
But, like,
I'm marrying in the universe. I'm not getting married. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably
Something
not.
happens when you turn 27. There's some kind of mosquito that gets in your ear, and all of a sudden, mate, now you're magical clock.
For men too.
Oh, I got breaking news. Did you hear?
What?
The man pill
The
is
man
coming
pill.
out.
The man pill.
Man
You know how long
pill.
it take the birth control?
Mm-hmm.
The man pill is coming. Did you hear?
Yeah, I heard about it.
It's coming out.
And what-
It's pink.
what does
it
it
comes
do?
in. It stops men from giving those little suckers.
It stops men from producing sperm, or shooting it out, or what?
Stops it from
It's like birth control for
being
men.
produced. No production.
No sperm.
But it doesn't lower testosterone or something. I don't know.
That's what I would think. Like, would it like stop it completely
So
at one
you
point in time?
ejaculate with no sperm.
I think you grow a third testicle is what happens, and it all goes in
Well,
there.
I'm a little. I'm like. just
Happy
wondering,
birthday!
like,
Happy birthday!
We're just really free. We're just really free nowadays, you
Let
know.
it fly.
Just say
Come on, I'm
yeah.
gonna give you the pill. Maybe
This is
you need
really
the pill.
free.
I'm just wondering how that works. For women, I understand it stops your ovaries from releasing the egg.
Yes, men it
But
stops
for guys,
the
it's-
ovaries that we don't have.
So for guys, it's stopping the
I-
production of your sperm.
Dawn, I don't know.
But what about if there's a
I don't-
miscomplication? Like I'm
I don't know,
thinking,
but
like
would you like me to get you the
hard
pill?
pass.
You can tell us how.
Hard
it works.
pass. No.
You can explain to me.
No, it's okay.
You start working with a lip. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you?
It's interesting.
A
is all I
third
can say.
testicles.
You
A
are
third
funny.
testicle. You growing a testicle? I don't
I
have
can,
this
see
in
where,
there.
I can see where today is going already, is what I can tell you.
That's right. Today's your birthday.
Today is my birthday.
We are celebrating you with the gift of the third testicle.
Ooh.
I gotta tell you, I've known you for so long. You were younger than me when I met you. Think about that.
I was young. I've never been younger than you.
You were younger than me than I am now. That's how long I've known you. You were young, a young lad when I
Don't
met you.
do that. Don't do that Jewish spin on me, because you got all these fables and tables and stuff. I never understand any of it. I end up scratching my hat on walking out the door.
What's after being Jewish?
Because it's you have like he was saying, there are certain things, certain sayings that you know, and then you start quoting Bible and scripture, and a brother and another brother, and they get together, and then the horn comes out, all sorts of
There's
craziness.
no
So
horns, is all I
confused.
can tell you. No horns.
I
But
get
you
totally
do the same thing.
I don't do that.
Forgive them for they know no better. That seems to be coming up over and over again, but at some point, I think people should learn. At some point, that saying is
Don't hold
they
your
should
breath.
learn.
Don't hold your breath. I've come to the conclusion, man does not learn.
Do you think, I was going to ask you, do you think people learn from their mistakes?
No.
I don't think so.
I do.
They just avoid making it again, but they don't learn a damn
You
thing.
think they do?
I do.
Most people.
I've
Most
learned
people.
from my mistakes.
You ever been heartbroken?
Oh yeah.
And you dated another person?
Oh yeah.
So you didn't learn from your mistake?
You know what? I didn't mean like that.
How do you get over heartbreak?
Thank you very much.
How'd I get over it?
Yeah, put a band-aid on it.
No, I just honestly,
Time.
no, not even time. I just
Are you getting married?
no.
There you go. So it has its affected you. You gotta call it what it is.
You know what? I'm gonna stop talking.
It's like you get over heartbreak?
Yeah, I do.
He has
yeah.
no heart. They hate it.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
No, honestly, I put my heart on the shelf before I leave, and I just
Are
I
you
just
gonna
start
get
my
married,
day.
Slim? Seriously?
Honestly, right now I'm not thinking about marriage.
Because you got heartbroken.
If I find the right one, maybe, the right price.
Wear it like a sweater.
No, honestly, I leave it up to God, and I leave my heart on the shelf.
God, I spoke to God.
I
He
leave
told
it.
me to
I
tell
leave
you
it up
wear
to
like a
God.
sweater.
If she is the right one, she is the right one. But yeah, I wouldn't
The
put
problem
my
is that the right one always ends up being the wrong one. I thought I had two right ones. Two
Or
wrongs
the
make
right
four
one,
wrongs.
or like
two
you-
rights make four wrongs.
or you meet the right one and then you meet another right one, something like that.
Sometimes
While
meet
you
the
have the first right one, you meet the
You
second
meet the
right
right
one.
one, yeah, like
Then you have
stuff
to
like
decide
that.
which is the real right one.
Yeah, and then you meet another right
Well,
one
you know
while
what? Don't
deciding
even date.
which one.
You're all confused.
Which one's the right one?
Is the right one. This one's going
I don't
wrong.
think we should find any rights. I think that you find somebody who you can work with, and then you work on compatibility.
Someone that you have similar
Interests.
values to and interests.
Like, she's a hardworking woman that wants to succeed in business. You know, lazy couch
find a
potato
lazy
guy
partner.
is going to make it work. And that's the guy she's going to want to change. And there you go.
And then I already been there, done that. Got the promotion. Not the one I'm with now. Well, my ex was like that, and I was like, ooh, I gotta go.
So why'd you get together with him for?
I didn't know at the time. So
I could see you're one of those savior queens. Let me save you.
nope, not anymore.
Yeah.
I am not a saint.
You got to put your cape up at a point
I
in
am
time.
not a saint.
Yeah.
You're our Lord and Savior.
You
No,
gotta
no,
put
no,
your
no.
cape up.
Yeah,
man.
I
yeah.
gotta protect
I
myself.
feel her on that. Yeah.
But there you go. You learned the lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Not to
feel
do
her
it
on
again. Do you think every relationship, even if it ends, you learn something?
Yeah.
that. Correct.
I
Yeah.
mean, I've had multiple relationships, so I've
do?
learned a lot. I've learned
Correct. Yeah, you
I
do.
do. I think you learn from every relationship.
It-
Either
you
to value
take-
yourself or
You take something from the relationship, like you take some lesson from it.
Yeah.
I think that if you get in too deep, you're bound to get hurt. And if you can't take the pain, don't do the crime because it hurts. Then psychologically you're a mess, and then it affects business, it affects your life, it affects what you eat. All of a sudden you're going to the bathroom all the time and you're throwing up. Who the hell wants that? I want that.
It does.
I'd rather have people around me so to say, you want to go to dinner, no strings attached, and be done with it.
Yep.
I like
He's
that.
talking about friends with benefits.
The love.
I
Are
like
you
that.
talking about
Yeah.
friends with benefits?
Yeah, I think he's
Benefit
talking about.
of-
I like that. Yeah. Can we
Now,
go out and
you ever
eat?
tell a girl, I'm
stumble
sorry, not
into
tonight, I
a
gotta get
dinner,
up early. I'm sorry, can I take a rain check? And she says, what? You what? You not taking what? And I go, yeah, I ain't taking it. Gotta go.
Have you done that?
Of course.
Really?
That's never happened to me. I'm just saying.
Of
No
course.
one has
Happened to her.
ever
What? No one has ever.
like, oh yeah, let's just take a rain check. Oh no.
A guy never tell you that?
No, a guy never ranked.
See,
Because
that's
it was like, oh let's like
I'll rain check.
trying to see what they can do, But
but
once
then
they
the whole
once,
game plan is to see if they can get over.
yeah, and
Well,
once
what
they
kind of
meet
relationship
me
is that?
in person, they know. Oh yeah, she's not gonna let me float.
Well, look at J Lo. J Lo is back in the news. She's dating
Who?
Ben
X
Affleck.
again.
Ben
Who?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Again?
Yeah.
And what they're
You
doing
gotta go
something
back
to
to
help
your ass.
Ukraine. Did you see Ukraine is now taking back different cities that
They're
have been
taking
taken
the
over?
offensive. And did you hear
taking
20,000
land
Russian
back.
soldiers have been killed from the
my
army?
gosh.
And he's heartbroken. He's saying to the Russian soldiers, now this is without the armament that we're sending them that arrives today. Because now they're going to be using anti-everything. They're going to be able to shoot planes down and everything else. This is why Putin has talked about going nuclear.
But they're taking their land back. Gotta give it to them. I gotta tell you.
The president, he's wonderful. He's on the front lines with his people.
He's on the front line, right? Because he has lived, not he hasn't lived, but his family has lived through the atrocities of the Holocaust, and he is here for it not to happen again.
I feel horrible because he feels like he's being left on the outside. That's why this whole conference is going. How do you get involved without getting involved? You can't do it. So now Putin went to the supersonic missile. Did you hear this thing? There is no defense against it. It's 10 times faster than the speed of sound. There is no defense against it. Unless you take the plane down. It's the only way you can stop this thing.
On that happy note,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna wrap up this.
Well, you
smiley
brought
show.
it up. I
you.
was grooving here.
Ready
Yeah.
to wrap this up?
Yes, we're ready to go.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. If you're in the area, I guess come on by because we're celebrating my birthday.
God only
today.
knows what's happening next.
Have a good morning.
Don't be late.
Bye bye. Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.